Just another beautiful sunrise. Okay, so today's the 21st, and let me tell you about the events that have transpired today. Woke up at Brown Fork Gap Shelter this morning. Got on the trail by 7 a.m. Got to Yellow Creek Road Gap before 10, and the most awesome people were there. Mr. Jimmy and I believe had breakfast waiting for us. Grits, toast, bacon, sliced oranges, milk, donuts, soda. I mean, they are two of the nicest people in this world. So onward, myself, Tigger, and English detective, all had a wonderful breakfast after 4 or 5 miles today. And all those guys ate and moved back onto the trail, going to Fontana Hilton. I found a cable gap shelter. Just a little shelter. Springs right there in front of the shelter. Breezing back. But I'm going to the Fontana Dam shelter, the Fontana Hilton. Another 6.5 miles. Okay, so saying before, after they gave us 2 awesome meals over 2 days, that's not all he did. They loaded me and my pack up in their truck, drove me from where the AT meets the Yellow Creek Gap into Fontana Village, brought me to the lodge. Let me print out my Great Smoky Mountains backcountry permit. All the while trying to figure out if I had something mailed to me from another YouTube subscriber, PM. I'll talk with you in a minute. And while I was at the lodge, they were asking, any packages for Jonathan Aber? He says, no. Might want to check the post office. So he leaves me at the lodge. I'm uploading day 18 video. Fixing the lodge's computer printer paper jam. Yeah, that tray too, don't trust it. Just pull the front out, pull the little thing up, and let the papers feed directly into the front of the printer. That tray too, the paper tray down at the bottom, is a bit tricky. So he runs down to the gas station. The pit stop. get some gas. Also, the general store at Fontana Village is not open yet. It probably doesn't open until sometime in March. But he goes down to the post office to ask if Jonathan Aber has any packages there. And they say nope. So he comes back to the lodge. I had just finished day 18 upload and got my permit printed out. I'm leaving a little note at the desk there at the lodge. I said, well, if anything comes in priority mail to Jonathan Aber, could you bounce it up to Hot Springs for me at a hostel there? And just as I'm filling out that list, that little note, the phone rings at the lodge. And the lady there answers it. And she says, it's the post office. And they have a letter for Jonathan Aber. I said, oh, a letter. So I finished up at the lodge. And we drive down to the post office. Sure enough, there's the letter addressed from PM. Got Target Katahdin written real big across it. And thank you. Thank you very much, PM. I'll share the letter once I get into camp tonight. But thank you. Thank you very much. Then from the post office, Mr. Jimmy and I believe drove me back to Yellow Creek Gap. Tanked off my water. Gave me one more oatmeal cookie for the road. And they drove off because they're gonna go help another group of thru hikers. Some more power to them. They are some of the nicest people I've ever met. And it just really changed the last 2 days. Morale booster, spirit are high. Going to sleep with some home cooking in my belly instead of just granola bar. It's just, there's not a thing in the world that can compare to trail magic for a thru hiker. Real trail angels. That's the Fontana Lake down there. It's got low water this time of year. So we're pretty much just following this this lake. Earlier today, when Mr. Jim and I believe brought me to the Fontana Village, we were following a road that traveled along the lake there, probably lower elevation off this mountain. So I guess pretty much today, from Yellow Fork Gap, Cable Gap Shelter, on to the Fontana Hilton, is just going to follow this ridge right there alongside this lake, and then come down where the marina is, and you cross the road and cross right in front of the Fontana Lake Marina, back into the woods to get to the dam and the Fontana Hilton. So at least I know I can just look out to the right and be like, yep, there's the lake, go in the right direction. Okay, I'm sitting on this log taking a breather. The lake is still over there. Someone had asked what kind of mount I was using for my trekking pole. It's just a GoPro handlebar mount. It can mount onto anything like 1/2 inch to 2 inches. This can allow this to spin around 360 degrees, and then the GoPro mounts there, usually just hangs down, and then I can loosen it and flip it up to talk to the camera as I walk. But yeah, it's just the GoPro handlebar mount. Mounts the trekking pole just like that. It's beautiful weather right now. Nice cool breeze coming through. Tigger's phone said that it was supposed to be like 30% chance of rain today. It's cloudy, but not a drop yet, so alright, I'll stand back up and get going. Oh yeah, those are the Smoky Mountains over there. They don't look too bad from here. I'll be eating those words tomorrow on the 11-mile climb to the first shelter. Mostly all uphill. But for right now, they don't look that bad. They look nice and smooth and rounded and lacking snow, which is a good thing. It just started to rain / drizzle. I can hear it hitting the leaves, but I don't think 2 drops have hit me yet. So I guess I better get on down off this mountain before anything else serious comes in tonight. Oh look, that's Fontana Dam. Looking at the dry side, and the other side is the lake. Alright, so you come down off that hill, across that road, to that little thing right here across the parking lot. Nice restroom. It's open. Got a soda machine. There's the marina. But I'm going another mile that way. Across the parking lot. Oh, I better go this way so I don't skip that white blaze painted on the side of that rock. cheating now. Oh, raindrops. You gonna come down now, raindrops? Right after I leave the telephone that I could dial 0 and get a shuttle into the village, I said, nah, I'm gonna walk another mile and stay at the Hilton. And then raindrops? Yep. Showers and restrooms. Huh. Didn't know I was still recording. From Maine to Georgia. Chihuahua Bald. That's where I said it took my breath away, but it was the climb. It's the Koa Gap. That was where Mr. Jimmy and I believe gave us trail magic yesterday. And now we're at Fontana Village by the dam. Tomorrow we get into the Smoky Mountains and we hit the Tennessee North Carolina line, and we pretty much follow that the whole length of the forest of the park. But in 4 days I'm gonna get off at Newfound Gap, go see my buddy who lives in Knoxville,